The IQPC Solar Power Africa Conference is currently underway in Cape Town, just around the corner from the Power Lunch studios here, in fact. It brings together stakeholders from around the world to explore ways in which investment in solar energy can meet Africa's future energy requirements. Solar power generation in Uganda will be one of the key case studies to be discussed at the conference. The East African country is currently searching for sustainable ways to grow power generation ahead of its crude oil production deadline in 2014. Ashlea Harvey spoke to Wafula Wilson from the Ministry of Energy and Mineral Development in Uganda and started off by asking him about investment drives into solar in that region. Here it is.
Yeah, in Uganda, we have very many renewable energy projects. And the technologies we are using, there are many. We have small hydro projects. You know, Uganda, we are endowed with rivers, small rivers, and we have very big potential for the small hydro projects. So currently, the small hydro projects are there. We also have the sun, and we are using solar water heaters. As per now, we have a government subsidy, whereby government pays for you about 50% the cost of the solar water heater. And on domestic solar PV system for off-grid areas, government is paying up to 35 for the poor people. They can get solar systems and a credit and a subsidy. And also when you look on other plans we are planning to do, we are investigating how we can have good big systems like in the semi-arid areas of solar, like a CSP, and also those are solar thermal concentrated systems. So, and other programs on renewables, we are also looking at biofuels. You know, now as the world is fearing the exhaustion of fossil fuel, you know, petroleum products might be exhausted by within 40 years from now, around 2040. So we are looking at biofuels, where we have sugar companies are planning to do petrol, and also we are encouraging the growing of the energy crops, so we can start generating our own biofuels.
So what is the impact and sustainability of these projects?
Apart from now, like what we are doing, we are building capacity. Like for the small hydro, that one we just have to protect the environment so that the rivers continue being there. And that's what we are doing. And on solar, because as long as the sun is there, the solar technologies last long, and we think that solar will be, those are more reliable, although we are still using battery systems where battery fail and will they replace, but also the income of the people is still low. So what we are doing, we are encouraging on business income generating projects. But when you look at biofuels, growing of crop, we have done a study where we are worried about food security and biodiesels and whatever. So the study is telling us areas where we can grow food crops and where we can grow biofuel. So sustainability and this thing can increase the income of the people.
Tell me about the Ugandan government's commitment to these projects.
Yeah, now if you look at the policy, now because we want to increase our renewable energy contribution, currently the renewable energy contribution is around 4%, but we want to increase it to around 60%. And also when you look at that one, also government is coming up with putting up the training in universities, capacity building in universities, and also in the region we are trying to work under the East African community. There's an energy desk there where we want to work with Kenya, Tanzania to make on projects on energy. But also on bigger projects, government has come up now to start putting money in. You know, we have been using a lot of thermal, but now government is putting money in large hydropower projects also, just to protect the environment and for sustainability.
Where do you think there's room for improvement?
Room for improvement? Yeah, I think we are encouraging the people to come in Uganda. Now the good thing with the Uganda is that we have political stability and the rule of law. There is transparency, accountability. When you come there, it is an open, fair place whereby business is open, free competition, and the people are good, there's hospitality. And also, just for your information, we are having our 50 years of independence in October. So I think there are very many people come to Uganda as tourists, whatever, to look at our jubilee.